Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another edition of the Raymond Report. Today is Tuesday, April 2nd. Hopefully you have yourself a good start to your Ruby Tuesday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report. Come and learn about the 5 fundamentals of sports handicapping, and each and every day we talk about value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and we use a strict money management system. Also, come to the bottom of the page and get 10 sports betting tips each and every day. You can read this here at atsstats.com. All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're located on the World Wide Web. My name is Ron Raymond, a 5-time sports handicapping champion and the owner and founder of the Raymond Report here at atsstats.com. And looking at last night's selections, we had a lot of picks. I went on a five-game pick pack last night in Major League Baseball, and we didn't, not too bad. 3-2. We had the Mariners plus 1.5. We didn't need it. They won straight up. That was my 4-unit play. That was my strongest play yesterday. I did like the Cardinals over the Padres. Remember I told you guys at the beginning of the year I did like the Cardinals. I like that experienced pitching staff. It'll get even better when Sonny Gray gets back. Cincinnati Reds. Hey, what about those Reds? We had the over in that game. Needed extra innings to sweat out, and we also needed the Phillies to score one to bring us over the top. And we took it on the chin with the Rays and also on the Oakland Athletics. So yeah, pretty good night. And basketball, we went 2-1 in basketball yesterday. In fact, no, 3-1 because we had the free pick on the Chicago Bulls under, and also we had Boston Celtics over, Brooklyn over, New Orleans under. That's the only one we lost. And we lost with the 2 Florida teams yesterday in the NHL, so not a good puck night. But basketball, NHL, basketball, Major League Baseball was pretty good. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the free picks and the content here at the website and our YouTube channel. All right, let's get to the SBI, the Sports Betting Index, and let's talk about what the markets are telling us today for Tuesday, April 2nd. And you can see last night in the NBA, with 3-3 for the favorites, 2-4 against the point spread, 4-2 to the over. And when you look at the 7-day average, neutral market in the NBA, 56.9% of NBA favorites are winning their games straight up, only covering 43.7%, so the dogs are barking just a bit at 56.3%, and 55.1% of NBA games have gone over the total the last 7 days. Let's take a look at the NHL, and in the Bettman circuit last night, a lot of games last night, 6 games, not bad, 3-3 for the favorites, 2-4 again for the puck line underdogs, and 4-2 to the over. On the 7-day average, 56.9. Oh, we're still in the NHL. Come on, Ron, get your act together here. There we go. NHL. Yeah, I thought there were a little bit more games. 2-6 for the underdogs. Wow, they're barking last night, man. They've been barking. Look at this. Puck line dogs. We've been saying this probably all year. If you look at the last 14 days, 12-2 to the puck line dogs. So. Hey, you know what? It's just you get to a point where it's like, okay, do I just keep sound like a broken record? Underdogs, puck line, 72.7%, 52% for the favorites last 7 days, and the under and the over-under, 47.4 to the over, 52.7 to the under. So pretty much a balanced diet right there. And speaking of Major League Baseball, let's take a look. Yesterday, 7-7 for the favorites, 7-6 for the road, the run line. 7-6-1, and 9-3-2 to the over yesterday. So a lot of games went over. Look at the games on the overs. We've only had one day where it was the first opening day, right? Or the March 20th. That was the goal of the games in the Seoul, Korea. So, man, the bookmakers have not adjusted quite yet to the over-unders, but we've been getting a lot of blowouts, right? And if you look at the, let me see here. We'll do the 3-day average because I think last Thursday was opening day, so we haven't had 7 days of baseball yet. So, 54% on the year for the favorites, and on the puck line, run line, same type of mentality when it comes to NHL and MLB, right? 2 money line sports. 54.7% on the run line for the underdogs, and a neutral market. So, and 62.1% of the games have gone over in Major League Baseball. So until there's an adjustment, a reversal in Major League Baseball to the totals, keep hammering those overs, right? Also, check out the website today. We do have some previews for you guys. We got the preview on the game between Dallas Mavericks and Golden State Warriors. The Toronto Blue Jays, man, getting smoked last night in Houston, 10-0. And Houston they had an offer against the Yankees in their series. and they Blue Jays pooped the bed there against the Astros last night. No hitter, and Cleveland, Seattle. We had the Mariners yesterday. That was my strongest play, and you got a good one tonight at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. The Bruins taking on the Predators, and you can get those today here at the previews at atsstats.com. Also, let's take a look at the power ratings. So even though we only got like 5 games, most teams, let's take a look at the teams that are standing out right now. Hey, don't look now, the Yankees are back. New York Yankees 5-0, and their power ratings at 64. Strength of schedule though, 28%, right? Because they played Arizona and Houston. Houston's only 1-4, and Arizona's now 2-4 or 2-3. So their strength of schedule a little weak, but still it's early, right? It's early. Detroit Tigers, Milwaukee, off to a really good start. The Bucks, hey, what did I see? Something like since 1986 or 83, something like that. The Bucks, the first time they've had a 5-0 start. So we'll keep an eye out on the Pittsburgh Pirates, and their strength of schedule though at 5%. So yeah, they're playing the teams that haven't won a game yet, or 5% of the games. Dodgers, yeah, we expect them to be good. Power rating of 56. What's the power rating on the Bucks? Power rating on the Bucks 53, and the power rating on Detroit and Milwaukee's at 50. Also, Seattle, power rating of 60. I think the Mariners are for real. Yeah, I love their pitching staff. I really, George Kirby, Logan Gilbert, all those guys. I really like the Seattle Mariners pitching staff. And the White Sox and the Marlins, as Joe Namath would say, struggling big time. And the Houston Astros, we'll see. It's the Astros remind me a bit of the, like, if I use an analogy of Pittsburgh Penguins in hockey, like a lot of older veterans, but they like Altuve's been around. I can't believe he's been around almost like 10 years, right? So you do have a little bit of an older team in Houston. Can't win forever, but we'll see if Houston has that old man tag to them this year, right? Like an old team. We'll see if but it's still early out of the gate, but they're too good. They're too good to be a team with a losing record, but keep an eye on the Houston Astros, even though they're off to a good start against the Blue Jays. And teams you want to observe, the Boston Red Sox, San Diego Padres. Red Sox starting on the road, right? So they're playing Oakland, and then they were in, was it Seattle? They were in Seattle. So we'll keep an eye on those guys. Padres, we'll see if they're for real as well. They got a big team. They got the money team, but just to me, Seattle, San Diego is all about chemistry, right? All right, let's take a look at some of the Major League Baseball game. I'm going to use the free RAM report today. I'm going to go to the, hey, how'd you like that over in the Cincinnati systems? I'll see if we have any system plays for you guys here today. We got Louis Varland going up against Jacob Eunice here today for the Milwaukee Brewers. I'm just going to bring up my lineup sheet here on the screen B. And 92% chance of rain, but Milwaukee, I thought they had a roof. I thought the Brewers had a roof on their stadium, so we'll see. For some reason, I thought Milwaukee was covered. And 6-7% chance of winning. And if you scroll down to the bottom here, the under 13-6 for the Brewers, the home team, coming off a win against a National League East opponent the last 2 years. While the Minnesota Twins got a system on the under here. Anytime you got a road underdog versus a right-handed pitcher on a Ruby Tuesday, coming off a game where they scored 10 or more runs, coming off a 10 or more run lost in their last game. The Twins, they got smoked 11-0 against the Royals, and they're coming off a loss against American League Central opponent, 3-15-1 to the under. So there's a nice little system for you guys here today. Let's go to game number 2, Kansas City against Baltimore. Man, the Orioles just haven't missed a beat, right? They are now, 3-1 on the year, off a big comeback win last night. 6-4 was the final. And the Orioles, 15-5 as a home team, coming off a win against Central Division opponent the last 2 years. And today they're going to send Cole Irving. And for Kansas City, it looks like it's Alex Marsh. And let's take a look at Miami against the Halos. I guess that Ron Washington players only meeting, or the meeting, I don't know if it was players only, but it kind of worked. They're 2-2 now after getting those couple of games in Baltimore that didn't go their way. Tyler Anderson against Jesus Luzardo. And Miami, what's going on at the Marlins here? 0-5 to start the year. I do have the Halos winning tonight, 4.4 to 4.39. Over under listed at about 8.88, so we do like to go over the total. Any system trends here to talk about? Not really. I like system trends when I'm doing these shows, and I'm looking for systems. I'm looking for when any team's involved. And again, we have it here at atsstats.com. Grant Ashcroft up against Spencer Turnbull. For the Phillies, minus 138, 8.5 to total. I do have the Phillies winning 4.4 to 4.4. 4.49 to 4.4. The over-under 8.89. And, let me see here. No. I do have an under system on the Reds. Anytime the Reds are an away team coming off of 4 overs last 5 years, 10-1-1. So, and you know what? I'm a percentage play guy, law of average. So, I do like the under in that game here today. I just got to get more information on the starting pitchers to see what kind of form they're in at this time of year. Let's go to the game number 2, Texas and Tampa Bay. Then I'm going to do a bit of NHL and also the NBA. And I'll probably go to the computer bricks for that one. Texas Rangers taking on Tampa Bay. I do have the Rays bounce back with Zach Eflin. Eflin didn't look good in his first start against the Blue Jays. In fact, not with that 9.53 ERA. And let's see here, 5-2 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned, 3 home runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Yeah, it wasn't a great outing for Zach in against the Toronto Blue Jays. And now you got the Texas Rangers throwing Andrew Heaney at you tonight. And let's see, the cash man. 4.51 for Tampa Bay. 4.47 for Texas. The over-under at 8.98. So we do have it going over the total. And any system trends here? Not really. I do kind of like this. When the Tampa Bay Rays are a home team, coming off a loss in Game 1 of a series last 4 years, not a bad record, 29-10. And I do like those coming off series stats. They're fun to watch. All right, let's take a look at the computer pick. And you know what? Let's go to report card. I get more. I'll let you know if there's more value in some of these plays here. Let's do NBA first, and we'll go game matchups. Lakers taking on the Toronto Raptors. I got the Lakers winning here by 9. Line's minus 12, right? Toronto looks like they've melded in for the year. I wouldn't touch Toronto with a 10-foot pole right now. Just bearish 24 days. That's not good. Bearish means either 0-7, 1-6, or 2-5 last 7. And the value index, I had the Lakers the over value tonight by minus 5.83 was my line. Look at the bookmakers line. They're trying to really tell you. If they want you to take the Lakers, they're thinking Lakers going to blow it here, minus 12. And I do have the Lakers at a 74% chance of winning, compared to only 25.8 for the Raptors. And the Lakers are 21-7 against teams below 500 this year overall, straight up. All right, 2 neutral teams right here, Washington and the Bucks. I got the Bucks winning this one, 66% chance of winning. Minus 8.53 is my value line. 12.5 is the line by the bookmaker. So something like it's almost like the Laker game against Raptors. Oklahoma taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Hey, looks like Embiid might be back soon. I saw something this morning. He's close to coming back. I don't think he's back tonight though. Let's do a double check here on the waiver wire and the lineups. Let me see. Philadelphia, Embiid still out for tonight, but here he might be close. 5.5 for Oklahoma, and 224 is the total. I do have the Thunder winning 118 to 111, and 75% chance of winning. And against those B-type teams this year, 17-9 straight up, and Philly 10-14 against those A-type teams. Bearish 4 days, bullish 19 days. Bullish means the team is really hot right now. Last 19 days, 7-0, 6-1, 5-2 last 7. Minus 2.75 was my line. Minus 5.5 was the line by the bookmakers. So you can see Oklahoma overvalued tonight against the Sixers. I got New York taking on Miami. The Heat, a 3-point favorite, right there with my value index on the daily market value index. And I got 103.3, 103.4 for the Knicks. So I got the Knicks in a tight one here tonight. Neutral 2 days, neutral 13 days. So that's pretty good. Anytime you see yellow, to me, that's a fair market value, right? So I do like that. And a 52 and a 55% chance. Always amazing when you see a team here on the forecast, but they don't have the same on the percentage play. So Miami does get the nod here on the percentage play. Houston taking on Minnesota. Should be a good one. The Timberwolves an 8-point favorite. I had them at 7.15. And for Houston, I had them at 6. And you're getting +8, so you're getting valued, but doesn't meet that 40% requirement on the percentage play. Anytime I'm really considering an underdog, I like the chances of winning on the percentage play to be about 40%. We're only getting 28.3 from previous teams in the exact situation the Rockets are in tonight. I got a 112-106 final, and let me see here, again, A against a B, and anytime the T-Wolves plays a B-type team, they're 13-11, and for Houston against the A's, 12-24, so not a really great record. Two teams really struggling right now, the Cavaliers and Utah, but bookmakers sees an easy trip here for the Cavs. Maybe what the doctor just ordered for the Cavaliers, a little a softball, right? A little cupcake game. Minus 12 is the line. I had minus 7.6, so overvalued tonight by 12, but you really trust a team that's bearish. But, an A-type team, who do you like better to get out of that funk? An A-type team, a B-type team, or a C, right? Obviously, it's the A. And against those C-type teams, they're 26-7 on the year. I got the Spurs taking on Denver. I got the Nuggets winning 122-103. And I got a 95% chance of winning. Look at the line, minus 16. I had minus 11. So Denver overvalued tonight. But look at this, 27-1 against teams below 500 this year. All right, here's your game of the night. You got the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors a 1-point favorite. I had them at minus 3.5, so you're getting value tonight, but you're up against Luka Doncic and company. And I do have the Warriors on winning by 115-114. But look at the percentage play on Dallas. This might be a game you just stay away from, in my opinion. Two teams on a really hot streak right now. Bullish 16 days. Only bullish 2 days, though. Golden State's only been bullish for 2 days. And when you look at Dallas against those B-type teams, 12-9. And look at Golden State, 5-19 against the A-type team. So probably a stay-away game for me. Clippers taking on Sacramento. And I got LA winning this one, 112-108 against the Kings. And you know what? I kind of like the Kings here, but look at the percentage play, 34.7. Has to be at 40 for me to really consider it. And then you got a B. So they're, let me see here. There's an 12-12 against, 9-11 against the A-type teams. And LA is 15-9 against the Bs. So yeah, you know what? I think the bookmaker has this right, but there's something pulling me a bit towards Sacramento. But I think I'll pass on that. But you know what? Let me go to the rain report. And let me go get something on that game to see if it's worth to do a double check, and then use the super database to go look at the system plays if it can accompany the numbers, right? 112, 6-4. Let me see, 3-7 against the point spread. Clippers have not been good against the point spread last 10. 6-3-1 to the over, 2-8 to the under. 58-34. That we talked about that. 9-3 against B-type teams on the road. 4-5, yeah, I don't like that. And at home this year, 22-15, 15-22 against the number. While the Clippers, 25-14 on the road, 18-19-2. So if you do like the Clippers, Clippers money line. I think that's the safe way to go if you're going to go in this game. Clippers money line is where I'd probably lean. All right, let's go to NHL. Let's take a look at the Bettman circuit tonight. And you got Washington hosting, going to Buffalo, take on the Sabres. And I do have Buffalo winning this one, 3.1 to 2.6, over-under, listed at about, 5.7, so we do like it to go over. Washington against the Seas, 17-10, Buffalo, 18-12. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a really good game. I had line value here of minus 166 on Buffalo, and I'd have to look more in the rain report to see how the numbers stack up on how Washington does in Buffalo. Pittsburgh, New Jersey, two neutral-type teams. And you got a C against a C. Man, New Jersey's just falling off, right? 16-16, 19-19 against those C-type teams. I do have the Devils winning at 59.9, 37.7. Maybe Pittsburgh puck line, maybe? Florida, Montreal. Florida, man, they really didn't show up last night in Toronto. But at least playing much better than the Florida Panthers. Minus 233 is the line. I had minus 171. Bear 7 days against neutral 7 days. And I do have the Panthers bouncing back tonight, but be careful. Bearish type team. Chicago Islanders, I do have the Islanders winning this one, but you got to lay the mortgage, the house payment on this one. Minus 270, 5.5 is the total, and 59.4% chance of winning for the Islanders. I think the Islanders are the play here, and maybe the total is where you want to lean to. What do I got? 3.06, 2.5, so we do have it going over the total. But, yeah, too inconsistent when it comes to the over-under for both these teams. Ottawa is going to be in Minnesota. Ottawa's playing some good hockey right now. Bullish 3 days. So, again, bullish just means they're either 7-0, 6-1, 5-2 last 7. And let's go to the rain report to see what Ottawa's doing right now. Okay, since I'm in Ottawa, it's a point of interest for me. And let me see, Ottawa Senators, but I don't think they do well in Minnesota. Let me check their record in Minnesota. Yeah, 3-7. Not good. 3-7, and Minnesota's 8-2 overall. But Minnesota at home against team below 500. 12-5 straight up. So Minnesota is the call there. But hey, you know what? Price is right. -139. I had them listed at -198. Boston taking on Nashville. I got the Bruins winning this one, 3.1 to 2.7. This is the game of the night, in my opinion. Bullish 38 days. I think Nashville is the play here. And you're getting a pick'em line here tonight. Anaheim, Calgary. Yeah, I think I'll do my hair. I think there's better things to do than watch this game. And I do have Vancouver taking on Vegas. 60% chance of winning for the Golden Knights. And Vancouver, neutral 8 days against those B-type teams. 16-9. While Vegas, for some reason, Vegas, when they play look at their record against B-type teams. 8-14, 19-14 against like the B's and the C's. Like this should be like dominant, right? It should be like 21-5 or like something very dominant. But for some reason, when Vegas feels they got an A-type team in their building or against they're playing another, they raise their game. They're 14-5. So Vegas to me is the play here tonight. And I think I would ride with them. All right, before you go, let's take a look at the stats and trends, courtesy of your good friends right here at atsstats.com. And again, if you do like this show, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. All right, wrong stats, Ron. Let's go to the 80% Club stats, Ron's favorites, and let's go to MLB. All right, only 5 in the 80% Club. The under for the Cardinals, we talked about that. So, no, we didn't. Cardinals 10-1 to the under as an away team coming off a 5-game road trip last 3 years. The under, this is one we talked about for the Reds as an away team coming off 4 overs last 5 years. 10-1 to the under. White Sox 9-2. Crochet going today for the White Sox. I'm gonna, you know what? I have them in my fantasy rotation, but they're playing Atlanta. I don't know if I want to put them out to the Wolves today. 9-2 to the under as a home team coming off a push last 4 years. The Guardians 16-4 as an away team coming off a 5-game road trip last 4 years, and they're coming off a loss last night to the Mariners. And the Padres 8-2 as a home team when they allowed 6 runs against last game, and that's good for 80%. So there's your stats and trends today, courtesy of atsstats.com. All right, guys, there you have it. That is the podcast today. Also, we do have free tip sheets for if you want to go feed the ponies today. In fact, I forgot to put I think I'll put Mahoning Valley today. Mahoning Valley will be the tip sheet of the day. In fact, if you just give me 1 second, I'll do this. And then I'll reset the horse racing track sheet. Okay. And then I'll do, there we go, Mahoning, free tip sheet of the day. If you like to feed the ponies, and you know what, we're getting close to Kentucky Derby time, right? So keep an eye on those big races coming down the stretch here. And Mahoning Valley, $4,000 claiming race, 12:55 post time, 5.5 furlongs, 4.26 in race number 1 today at Mahoning Valley, and 7-2 the 4 horse, an unidentified man with Diaz taking a ride on the 4. A lot of speed with Cedillo taking a ride on the number 2 horse, 6-1 morning line on a lot of speed. And Uncle Earl, another show from the 70s, Rivera taking a ride on Uncle Earl, 3-1 morning line. And your joker, your value play of the day is the 5 horse Compass Point. Vigil taking a ride on the 5-1 morning line, 4.26 in race number 1 today at Mahoning Valley. All right, folks, have yourself a great Ruby Tuesday. I'll be back on a Wacky Wednesday with another edition of the Raymond Report. Cheers.